Hi, it's Kathy. I just wanted to share a movement exploration with you that helps tune into how the pelvis is rotating relative to your torso. So a lot of times when we lay on our back in this movement, a lot of times what will happen is where our intention is to do a twist in the lower body, and when we do the twist, if there's tension or stickiness in the area between the pelvis and the rib cage, the shoulder will also lift away from the ground in order to accommodate the range of motion that you're intending to get your legs and your pelvis to rotate. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to break this down a little bit. So as I lay on my back here, and all you need is something for your head if you like, a little support under your head. And you just pause a moment. So I'm going to take my rotation of my pelvis to the right so you can watch my left shoulder here. So I'm going to bring my knees and feet all the way together and just pause a moment now. Take a nice breath in. It's always good to start with just a little breath to kind of center yourself and come back to your body. Now your arms can be a little further out to the side if you like, or they can be down along closer towards the hips. It's fine either way. So I'm going to take my knees to the right, and my left side of my pelvis is going to start to come off the floor. So my pelvis is rotating. And now as I start to go further and further, if there's a lot of tension that lives between the ribs here and the pelvis here, as my knees go further and further, you're going to start to see that my shoulder, this opposite shoulder, is going to come away from the floor to accommodate that ability to get my legs as far as I want to go. So now my left shoulder here is all the way off the floor. So what I've actually done is twisted less and just kind of rolled to one side. So I'm going to bring my legs back up. All right, so if I just keep doing that, it feels kind of nice at the time, but it doesn't address any of the tension that might be living here between your rib cage and your pelvis in this area here. So what I'm going to do is explore how far can I go to the right. I feel my left side of my pelvis coming off the floor, but my shoulder stays nice and relaxed. And I'm not pushing it down to the ground either. Just moving my pelvis as far as feels comfortable, and then rolling back up. And then knees to the right again. Left side of the pelvis starts to lift, but nothing changing in the shoulders. So what this is doing is providing some release to the tissue that lives between my ribs and pelvis, kind of on my side abdominal wall. And that way then, it's really beginning to make the change in the tissue here. So you could do that several times on one side and then do the other side. Now, of course, you because of the camera angle, you aren't going to be able to see, but as my knees go to the left, the right side of my pelvis lifts, but I'm only going as far as I don't feel any change in my right shoulder, and then bringing the knees back up to the sky. So this is a great movement to increase tone in the abdominals, to decrease tension, to free up the diaphragm, the respiratory diaphragm, to help your breathing, to help when you go walking, to coordinate how your body moves through your walking experience. Right? So then you can go side to side. After you get to know where your range of motion is, you can just be there, enjoy this little movement side to side, and know that your range of motion will increase, and so will your function. So you won't always necessarily stay at this smaller range of motion. Just see how that goes, and then just come back to the center for a moment and return to your breath. And then you can roll to one side and bring yourself up. So have fun with that little twisting journey. Let me know if you have any questions.